Hello everyone, I have today two backpacks here. I have an Air backpack and I have an Alpaka backpack. So basically why I choose these ones, because these in my search were kind of getting in um, the same search pretty much, the same dimensions, the same capacity, almost the same dimensions. Materials, the company. So I have this one, the Air. This is the Air. It's the Air CityPack Pro Ultra, and this one is they used to have. I mean, they still have a lot of options and materials in CityPack Pro. They have the X-Pack, the regular Cordura, and this one is the new added, which they call the CityPack Pro Ultra, which uses the Ultra 400X exterior by Challenge sailcloth. And I got this one in particular because I wanted to kind of like see what upgrades they made it, because it was already a good backpack before, and this one with a small upgrade is supposed to be even better. The material is it's a good and bad. For some people it's gonna be good, for some people are bad. You can see it's a little bit shiny. So it's not the same as the X-Pack, because X-Pack has a different texture. This one has a different texture. And this one I think is the most expensive version of this backpack the Air sells. So I think the backpack is the material of the backpack. I think it's supposedly more expensive than the other ones. And with the small upgrades they made, I'm just gonna tell you a couple of small upgrades they made. So the upgrades they made is the material of the grab. Here, this is rubber now, and then the pulling, it's from rubber as well. So this one, it's kind of like a new stuff. So everywhere, all the pulls are from rubber. And then inside, you have here different color. So you have a light green. Okay, and then you have this pocket right here, which is the same color as before, but I think it's just a little bit less deep. Before I think was a little bit deeper. Not sure, but I think so. It looks like it's a little bit less deep than before. Then you have here the quick access pocket right here, which is the same color, light green. So this is going to be different from the new model. I mean, from the older model. Then you have this kind of the same rubber right here. Okay, and I think everything else would be okay. So this secret pocket, or where you put the key, the same color is going to be with the light green. Inside of the laptop compartment, I think it's exactly the same except for the logo. So it's not a huge difference in terms of that. The bottom, I'm not sure of the bottom, but I mean the bottom right here, it doesn't really have like a much structure, just material. So, but I mean the material feels good. It's a little bit crinkly. If you don't like crinkly material, and it's a little bit shiny as well. You can see that it shines. I'm not sure how they're gonna look with time, with it when it's gonna age, how they're gonna look like, but it's a little bit shiny. So if you don't like flashy, shiny stuff or crinkly stuff, I think that's not a good upgrade for you. But other than that, I think they're good upgrades. These pulls are really good, so they're less dangly, kind of. And the color inside, it's more visible, I guess. They specifically made it to be more visible. So this is the new material, the Ultra. And then I have here another backpack. Well, Ultra, first of all, is 24 liters. So I have another backpack here, which supposedly on their website it says 24 liters as well. So let me show you right here. Right here, you can see that I think the air, it's a little bit bigger. It's 24 liters advertised both, but I think the air is a little bit bigger than that because I was trying to fit some stuff in the Alpaka and actually it didn't fit so quite well. And this one looks like a little bit bigger. I don't know. I don't know how they call the count the liters. So this one is Alpaka Metro Backpack Pro, which is using a X-Pack material VX42. So the weight of this backpack is 1.3 kilograms, and so it's not a heavy backpack. And the height is 18 inch, width is 11 inch, and depth is 7.9 inch. So I think it's not a huge difference from this, from air, in terms of dimensions. But yeah, let's see. Weight is 2.4 pounds. It doesn't say here how many pounds, it's just saying kilograms. So you gotta convert them. That. So, all right, let's see. This one is 18 tall, 12 inch depth, width, and 7.5. So this one actually, the Alpaka 7.9 depth is supposed to be kind of like a bigger backpack. 12 inch, let's see what it says here, 12 inch. So the width, I think the air is 1 inch more, but everything else is pretty much identical. So I mean, this backpack has the different design, but it has the same idea of carrying, you know, they have both the luggage pass-through in the same direction. So they're kind of like, you know, the same, they have the same mentality, the same idea. Then the buckles is magnetic, a different design, but they're both magnetic. So I think this backpack have a lot of similarities between them. And the material, you know, the air has the backpack in sailcloth in X-Pack as well. If you want to get exactly the same. So this, you can see it's different vibe pretty much when you have this material compared to that one. This is more, I would say, more professional. You have the lines right here. I don't know if you see them. There's a lot of lines right here. So for some people, they don't like this kind of design, but I guess the material is, I like the material. The material is good. I think it's maybe the same crinkly as the other one. The back straps, compared to this one has beefy back straps, right? This one has less beefy back straps. But I think, I mean, I like this kind of straps because, I mean, this one is a ADC backpack, so you don't carry it with a lot of weight every day. So, I mean, this is enough, I guess, and it's going to make less bulky. The back is the same, is a lot of it's a lot of padding here. This one is not padded. I mean, it's padded, but it doesn't have the breathable mesh. But it has, you know, the kind of a ventilated zone right here. So the quality of the material and everything is really good. It has the same things here that you can attach. Pretty much the same. Everything it's familiar. The only thing, it doesn't have any water bottles anywhere. Water bottles. And then the organization from exterior, you know, this one has the exterior. They have the big pocket right here in front, and then you have another compartment that you can open, and you can open it and take a look what's inside. So this one has kind of like double compartment, one here, one at the top, and then you have inside like a big. This one is a different approach. So this one is on the side. So this was made if you're riding a bicycle or walking on the street and you want to get your something from the back, or you want to open the door with the keys. You just slide it, and then grab what you have here inside, right here, and you open the door where you get some stuff. So you see right here, it's pretty much easy and good. I mean, if you're commuting and you need to access something fast, you are accessing like this. So this backpack feels a little bit less. It feels smaller than the Air, and it looks smaller. It looks very, looks kind of like less bulky at all. So I'm not sure why. They advertise the same capacity. So okay, the laptop compartments is the same. It's separate, and you open it. I mean, you can see here it has this orange lining, very good quality. It looks nice, and inside is material are good, not going to damage your computer, not going to scratch your computer. The only downside is that the main where you're going to throw your laptop is going to be with no false bottom. So if you drop your backpack somewhere, you might, your computer is going to hit the floor. You can use a case maybe, or you can just be more careful so you don't drop your backpack crazy, so you can, damage your computer. Then they have here on this side, they have a secret or a hidden pocket. The internal material is the same color, orange, so I think it's much easier to see what's inside because it's bright. And it's not really visible, so you can't really see that it's over there, so you can put some, you can put your passport when you're traveling, or you can put your wallet, whatever you want to put over there, and it's going to be harder for a thief to find it. The pass-through luggage, they have the same idea as that. This one has, you can see right here, it's a thicker material than this one. So I'm not sure if it's a plus or it's not a plus, but I think I prefer the thicker material. This one was, the Air was pretty much one of the best backpacks for EDC travel, EDC as an EDC backpack, and for short travels or minimal traveling. For me personally, I think it looks a little bit bigger on me. I'm 5'8", so I always have an issue with this backpack that look kind of like a little bit too big on me when it's fully loaded. So I didn't like that one. I like the minimalistic approach, something like this one that is not gonna, attract too much attention by, having like a bulk on the back. You're gonna look like a tourist when you're traveling. If you have a bigger frame, if you are taller, then this one shouldn't be an issue. It's just the material. I mean, I think the material, it's a good material, but I don't really like the shiny stuff on it. So I'll prefer more like matte finish. So I prefer the X-Pack. I like this one, the material in general, the feeling of the material, but not the shiny stuff. So and it's not actually black, it's more like a grayish black. So yeah, I mean, when you're trying to open the backpack on this one, they have a different approach. So the main compartment, let me open the main compartment in this one. The main compartment is of course clamshell style, and you're opening and you can see you have a bucket right here. And that's it. You have a couple of pockets, not too much. I mean, you can find in different reviews about the exactly pockets. Then you have the quick pocket right here, which intrudes a little bit in the main compartment, and that's it. You have like a big compartment, and you just close it. Normal backpack. The zippers. I think all the zippers, they are waterproof with a special material on top. So I think this is compared to the regular version, they don't have all of them waterproof zippers. This one is basically, yes, all of them. All of them is going to be waterproof. So if you are in the rain, I guess it's a good option for you. This, on the other hand, they took a different approach. So instead of because all the material, this is rubber, I guess, or whatever the material they use, some kind of material to waterproof the zippers. With time, when you zip it so many times, they're going to be flaky, so they're going to kind of like a damaged material, and then you're going to end up having, looking kind of like not a good look on that one. So I guess they try to take an approach like GoRock, I guess, to have for waterproofing, not to waterproof the zipper itself, but to make it like a more material on top. So you kind of like having a normal zipper, but it's covered with material on top, right here. You can see that it's covered right here. The only downside from it is that it's not going to be so easy to open, or maybe at the beginning, maybe later it's going to be easier. So this one is the same opening, but it's not fully clamshell. So it's kind of like not even half, not full. It's almost clamshell. So you still have access to it. Like it's the same. It's like a bucket inside as well. You have some mold, web molding right here inside. So this is kind of like a mix between GoRock Air and Evergoods, I guess. Or not Air. I think it's a mix of Evergoods and GoRock, because it has the pocket outside, the same thing as Evergoods, and then it has the molds inside, the webbings inside as the GoRock, and then the closing and opening is the same as GoRock. The same idea. But I like that. It has the material inside. I like the material, that the color in it is really visible, and I like the feeling of the color. It's like a honeycomb style material. You have here a pocket which you can use it as a quick access pocket, kind of, or store small things. And you have two more. I think this one is a water bottle, a small water bottle, and then another pocket right here, and that's it pretty much. And then you have like a bucket of, you can put anything you want right here. I like this approach of this idea of this backpack, which they mixed all these features and put in a compact backpack with nice material and nice craftsmanship. Because GoRock is a nice backpack. They use different materials, different collaborations, so we came up with the same design with just small tweaks. And they charge you a lot of money, like $400, $500, even $600 for their backpacks. And their backpacks pretty much don't have any much of the features. The front pocket of the GoRock is almost unusable. The pocket they added right now, the quick access pocket, is really good. So that one is a really good accent. But they don't have a luggage through, so if you're traveling, you want to use, for me personally, when I travel, I put this on my luggage, which, it's really good. Yeah, a lot of people are saying that it's not comfortable to use your backpack like this and use the luggage pass-through, and it's more comfortable like this, and I agree with them, but it doesn't really matter as long as it's there. It's better to have something than nothing. So GoRock doesn't have. GoRock is going to suit more as just a regular backpack on wearing on the back. Nothing on the. I mean, you can find different ways, but it's just going to be more complicated to attach it to just a regular luggage. But this one is good that they have this option. Then they have pretty much everything except the water bottle on the side, but I think they decide to not have it for the design reasons, so it has more compact feeling, and they put it inside. So I mean, for those people who use water bottles outside pockets, I mean, there's going to be maybe a downside. Then you could get the Air Backpack Pro. If it's not a downside, then this one is a nice one. The handle on the top is a good material, but it's kind of like a little bit like tiny. So I'm not sure why they made tiny. Maybe I think they made tiny. I mean, the less space, like you are kind of like compared to this one. You have, look how much space you have here and here, and I think they made it to look more sleek, so it doesn't intrude much into the backpack when it's carried, compared to this one. And you can see here, and you have. So the Air I guess it has a lot of features, a lot of options, and it's good for a lot of people. And then if you like the material, if you want like a lighter backpack and you like this material, I guess is a good option for you. It's one of the best, backpacks right now. If you want something very kind of like a slimmer version, the same liters kind of, and you don't want to have like a lot of fit, and you kind of like when you go in somewhere, let's say if you're in New York, you don't drive a car, you go and use the metro, then this option with the pocket, this one is really good because it's very food access. The material is it's waterproof as well. Then you have the laptop compartment, which it has the same water resistant coating on it, and you have the luggage through. So I mean, this is a nice backpack as long as you don't overpack it. So it's very simple, minimalistic backpack. I think this is the one that I would use. So in these terms, I guess they're kind of like it's like a preference. I like the idea of the alpaca, the whole design they used. So I think there's more improvements. So you can find a lot of backpacks that has different features. Were more popular, like GoRuck GR1, which is going to be pretty much like this one. You have a 21 liters and 26 liters, which is very simple with not too much going on. Which this one is actually on the same department, not too much going on. So it's a preference. I like this one because it's very slim. So it's like a city casual. You can go to work, you can go to traveling, you can attach it to your luggage. So it's a very nice one. Then you have the Tom Bean Scenic and Synapse. They came out this year, I think, with a Scenic 26, which, in my opinion, is one of the best middle grounds from all the backpacks they have. I liked the Synapse 25, and I used it. The only downside I had was if you carry a laptop, that would be kind of issue. And then when traveling, to take it out and put it back inside the backpack was kind of like a problem. But let's say, and then I bought the Scenic 22. It was kind of small. The laptop couldn't fit properly, and then because of the design, the exterior pockets, you can't fit too much inside in the main compartment. And then if I went to 30 liters on my frame, that would looking like a little bit too big. I mean, I could fit a lot of stuff, but it didn't really fit into like EDC back. So I was looking for something that I could use for everyday carry, and then you can use the same backpack if you want to light travel for 1 or 2 days, maybe 3 days, and then if you want to attach it to a luggage so you can travel. So the Tom Bean Scenic 26 that came out recently, they use the same exact material, so it's really good, and the same design with luggage pass-through. I didn't test yet to see if I put stuff in it and if it's going to be able to I will be able to use it properly. But I think that's a good backpack. I didn't get it yet because it's still under production. It's not available. But as soon as Tom Bean is going to have it in stock, I'm going to order one. Of course, the black color, because I order majority backpacks in black color. And then I'm going to try to review it and see what's the benefits and downsides of it, and then if you can take some information from that. But yeah, I mean, in terms of backpacks of simple EDC and light travel, I will put Alpaka, Metro Backpack Pro. I'll put the Air Backpack Pro, Ultra, or maybe just regular. It doesn't matter. I mean, the same style. So it's a preference. And then GoRuck GR1, and then also the Tom Bean Scenic 26 in the same department. And these 4 backpacks would be kind of my go-to advice if you're looking for an ADC backpack, which is not big, which is not small, and also it has all the features and it's good for traveling, except maybe the GR1 doesn't have the luggage pass-through, but I mean you can still use it as a backpack on your back. Thank you very much for listening to this video. Hopefully it was informative for you.